Hello gamers, and welcome to this week's review. This week I am reviewing a very off-the-wall Super Nintendo title, and that is Krustys Super Fun House. This is one of those games that I got in our most recent episode of the multiplayers, so I'm going to check it out and see if it's any good. So, the story in this game is a little odd. Krusty the Clown's funhouse has become infested with rats, really dumb rats, that just wander to the left and to the right, climbing over anything that is not bigger than they are. Anyway, Krusty has to go and exterminate these little critters with the help of Bart, Homer, Sideshow Mel, and Corporal Punishment. The story is kind of creative, but yet very thin at the same time. I give the story a 3. Now for the sound. It is mediocre at best. The music is repetitive and annoying, but thankfully, the music can be turned on and off mid-gameplay, and the sound effects leave a lot to be desired as well. The best part of the audio comes from a few voice clips of Krusty saying things like, "Hey kids," and of course, his famous laugh. With all that said, the best score I can give the sound is a 2. The gameplay is very simple. You take Krusty through many different levels, leading the mice eventually to their doom in an extermination device. In order to get the mice from point A to point B, you have to pick up and drop blocks in strategic places to make the mice climb over obstacles to make it to the goal. There are also hazards like snakes and other enemies that want to stop you, but you have pies to throw at them to keep them at bay. Honestly, the game feels a lot like a second-rate Lemmings. It's okay, but the gameplay is not as fun as it could be. I give the gameplay a 2.5. The controls are extremely simple, but pretty responsive. You use the D-pad to move Krusty. Pressing down picks up and drops your items. The L and R buttons turn the music on and off during gameplay, while the B button jumps and the Y button throws your pies. Now sadly, this is your only attack and the pies are limited, so conserve them. One final button you use is a select button. When pressed, Krusty says, "Oh." The level ends and you lose a life. So select technically is a suicide button. That really did catch me off guard. I give the controls a 4. Now the graphics, they leave something to be desired. They are not terrible, but at the same time, they are a little flat and unattractive. I have played Simpsons games with much better graphics, and this just left me wanting something better. I give the graphics a 2.5. So overall, is this game fun or is it a big waste of time? Well, to be honest, it's okay, and if you like this type of game, go for it. But only go for it if you can get it really cheap. I wouldn't pay more than $5 for this, tops. And that's why this game gets a 2.8 out of 5. And now I want some feedback from you. Do you like this game? Is it a complete waste of time? Or are there some other Simpsons games out there that you would prefer to play other than this? Leave me a comment below. I want to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and game over. Stay tuned next week, everybody, because I will be reviewing Rockman World 4 for the Nintendo Game Boy.